Good evening, ladies and germs. Welcome to another episode of GTASC Weekly, where we're bringing you all of the stats that you need to know.
We are Bob and Xylo from Team Hand of Bob, bringing you some whopping stats. This week, we unlocked a total of 9,470 achievements, worth 202,259 gamer score, and a total of 323,744 TA.
The top 5 teams for this week, starting off at number 1, Asia the Best, 19,648 TA at a 1.44 TA ratio.
Coming in at number 2, 40 Kyler Chicken Monkeys, scoring 12,132 TA with a 2.03 TA ratio.
Number 3, Why Do You Want to Be Called? Lorella Stan, 10,937 TA score with a 1.73 TA ratio.
True Gods coming in at number 4, scoring 10,133 and a 1.57 TA ratio.
Daily True Achievers rounding out the top 5 with 9,443 TA score and a 1.51 TA ratio.
Moving on to our top 3 individuals for the week. X Tricky X from Team The Mooks scored 5,412 TA.
Representing from Team Asia the Best, coming at number 2, Yurara Sanzanin, 4,989 TA score.
And number 3 goes to Matt Chu from Team Why Do You Want to Be Called Lorella Stan, scoring 4,874 TA.
And rolling right into the team badges for the week, the Overachiever badge. Team Asia the Best, yet again, 12th time, 17,896 TA.
And this week's Achievement Grinder badge goes to Master Chief's Minion, getting it for their second time with a 2.18 TA ratio.
First time of this competition getting That Was Easy badge. The team Hand of Bob, coming in with a whopping 1.26 TA ratio.
That is a great TA ratio indeed. Getting their first balancing act, the Daily True Achievers ended up keeping a small gap of 615 TA.
Fifth time overall getting Disparity. Tricky carrying his team once again for the Mooks, 3,469 TA gap.
And lastly, the That Was Close badge is awarded to Team Chicken Wings, getting it for their first time, being only 30 TA away from elimination this week.
We had one team this week using their team bonus, their only team bonus, Team Demon Bird Mothball.
Unfortunately, this week we do say goodbye to 2 more teams, Perpetual Motion Squad and Team Insert Name Here.
Team insert name here was left with 3 bonuses unused. Unfortunate for you, amigos.
Cannot stress enough how important those bonuses are to use, otherwise, you can't use them at all. On to our next segment called
Ninja of the Week. After last week's debut of the Ninja of the Week, we're back to you again with the Short Hunters coming in yet again, ninjaing the competition and being able to survive in the 0 hour. Honorable mention, Achievement Assassins also pulled themselves out of dead last to survive for yet one more week. And with our featured question of the previous week, which was, with the recent changes, clarifications on the cheater policy on TA, how do you think this will affect the GTASC competition, whether it is present or future?
Now, I want to go ahead and thank everyone who responded: Dragon In, Planting 42, Night Rain, and Warm Decks Mints. Now, the general consensus was just about the same with all the responses that we got this week. Everyone seems to believe that we will be losing a lot of teams due to this new policy change, but people do not believe it will really affect the competition all that much, other than just losing teams due to disqualification.
And last but not least, our featured question of this week. How long do you think that Achievement Assassins, Short Hunters, and Last In First Out can keep their last minute ninja antics? Xylo?
Now, we've seen for the past couple of weeks, all 3 of these teams actually go from the very last spots, just barely surviving the week, sometimes just skipping ahead like crazy. But I do believe their days are numbered. The competition is getting a lot stiffer. It's getting a lot more competitive every single week. Our scores are getting higher. I want to say that one of them will at least be eliminated within the next 2 weeks.
And my response to that is we saw last year the Hoarders, were able to make it till I think it was the last 5 weeks or 6 weeks before the competition was to end. We are looking at three different teams here. I would say that they're probably going to be able to last another month. One of those three teams will be eliminated in the next month.
That's fair to say. Now we want to hear from you. Please don't forget to respond to us on the GTASC forums or go down to our YouTube video page and post a comment below.
And in trying to keep this as interactive as possible, we would like to not only get your response for this question of the week, but we would also like you to give the question of the week for next week. Not because we're lazy, but mainly because we want to get you to do all of our work for us.
We hope to hear from you soon. We'll see you next week.
And remember, kids, this S is bananas. BANANAS.